few days ago, I uploaded a video of a Tootsie Toy restoration that I did of the Wedge Dragster. And these Tootsie Toys are simple little things, but they just bring such joy. And so I had this little group of them, and I got this goofy idea. This particular one, it's a Mercedes Tootsie Toy. And as I did the Wedge Dragster, and that was kind of just a straight restoration, I thought, I got this goofy idea that I wonder what it would have been like if back in your dad's time and your grandfather's time, if they were playing Gaslands back then, what would the Tootsie Toy from that time look like? And so, that time is really my time when I was a kid. So, this Tootsie Toy in particular, this one had a dent in the roof, and I was originally thinking of restoring it, but I kind of decided against it. I wanted to see if I could just do a Tootsie Toy Gasland style, post-apocalyptic style. And this one is a Tootsie Toy Mercedes from 1970 to 1977. They don't have any details painted on them. They're just, one color, nothing fancy, just a simple little car. But I thought, let me Gaslands this one out. Let's throw some guns on it, some jerry cans on the back, and see what it looks like. So that's what I did. I had some 3D printed parts laying around. When I print the 3D parts, I print a lot of extras usually. So you'll see a lot of familiarity with these guns, with the previous set of guns, on previous builds. But it's fun. So I just super glue these parts on. And nothing fancy. As you saw from the earlier pictures, I stripped the car. It had been painted at some point in its past. It seemed to be originally blue under there somewhere, and so I stripped it down. Then just super glued these parts on, and then I had this screen mesh that I wanted to put inside the front windshield. So that stuff bends up pretty well, and just super glue that in there as well. And I'm actually pretty happy with the results as they're going. I'm hoping that this video just makes you smile. With everything we're going through right now, I think we all need something to smile about. Nothing could be more silly than making a Gaslands Tootsie Toy. but now Opa's the king of Tootsie Toys, the undisputed king. And don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of Tootsie Toys, but did one, so I couldn't resist doing another one. So super gluing it, and then I did the baking soda just to strengthen it. Used the tape to hold the screen in place as I was doing that, because it's just too difficult to hold and glue and do all of that all at once. Yeah, there's all kinds of little crevices and stuff on these little Tootsie Toys that the paint stripper likes to hide. And that looks so wrong. I can't help but laugh at it. And I do have some normal builds going on, but these darn little Tootsie Toys make me smile. So much like the last Tootsie Toy, I used the Citadel Nuln Oil, which is basically a black wash on the tires. The toothpicks hold these little rubber tires perfectly. And yes, this is extremely sped up. But the black wash makes the tires look a lot better than they did. Everything, whoever had painted this thing before, they just painted all over it. The tires had paint. I ended up washing those in warm soapy water before I did this, and used a toothpick to try and scrape the paint off of them as best I could. That seemed to work. I had to use the warm water to really soften that paint, the old paint that was on there. I'm not sure what they did, if they just spray painted the whole damn car or how they had approached it, but I think that the tires seemed to get the brunt of it, but they cleaned up pretty well. And you just hit them with the Nuln oil, and you can make black wash yourself. But I like the Nuln oil. I love the Citadel paints, Citadel washes. This one, I wasn't sure how far I was going to go on Gaslands on this, because I was really tempted to make it dirty. And, most of the time when I do Gaslands, I've said it before, they end up looking like a dirt clod. For good or bad, they end up looking like a dirt clod. And I thought about dirtying this one up, and then I thought, no, I want this to be a Gaslands Tootsie toy. Like I would have bought, my parents would have bought for me when I was a kid. If the game was around then, if people had been playing it then. Tootsie Toy, they kept it simple. They did their nice little castings usually, but most of the ones I've had don't have any details on them. And they do look better a lot of times when details are added. As you've seen some of the other people do Tootsie Toys, they've turned out some really beautiful Tootsie Toys. But I wanted to keep this a basic Tootsie Toy. So I polished up the axles. This set went better than the last ones. Maybe I am learning. You can teach an old dog new tricks. It may not be easy, but you can. And I resisted using JB Weld on this. Did use crazy glue, super glue, CA glue, whatever you kids are calling it these days. I have to tell you, that drill is probably one of the best things I've ever bought. I couldn't be happier with that thing. It holds a charge for a really long time, and it's just the easiest thing to use. It's really lightweight. If I had one tool that I use on a regular basis that I had to recommend to somebody, I'm sure it'd be this drill. So once I had everything ready, I hit the body with Krylon Color Max Gloss Bahama Sea. I had this can of paint. I've been looking to use it on something. It seemed like a good Tootsie Toy color. So let's get this thing back together. That's another thing about the Tootsie Toys. They're just fun to put together. They're simple. Once I get these axles back on here, the tires stay on pretty snug, even though I haven't peened over the end of the axle on the other end. I'll do that at some point, but I hadn't bothered doing it yet on this. Yeah, it fought me a little bit getting the axle in there. There we go. So I hope you're enjoying the video. Hope it's the thought of it's making you smile. Hope it makes you want to get out there and mess with some Tootsie Toys on your own. Look at that beauty. It rolls like a Tootsie toy. Yeah, that's not saying much. But I hope you think this is so wrong that it makes it right. There's where we started. And here's where we ended up. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should dirty it up, leave it the way it is. If this is like Pappy's Tootsie toy here. It's the Gassy Tootsie. That's what this is. All of you take care out there. It's a crazy world right now. We all need to find our joy where we can, find our laughs where we can. Do some of these things on your own. Do goofy things. It doesn't matter. Just have some fun. Yeah, I could see picking that up at the store for 50 cents and having a lot of fun with it. Y'all take care out there. I'll catch you in the next one.